Hey, loves, welcome to the Hey Loves podcast. I am Marlene of Love Marlene 411, where we podcast for a short period of time about a very important conversation. So, welcome. Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about beautiful but ugly. I had to do this podcast live because I did this live stream. I did this video. I uploaded it and was just about to upload it to all you loved ones. And listening to the playback, there was no volume. So here we go. We're doing this live. So we all know people who look beautiful in appearance, but are they beautiful in their personality? Let me ask the audience, can you hear me? Because I don't know since the last file was corrupted. It's so important for us to think about more than just what the eye can see, to only look at the external, how someone appears to the eyes, but be deceived by the ugly qualities of a person. We have to go more. We have to go deeper than just how a person looks. We also have to look at how a person treats themselves, how a person talks, all of those things. I feel like it's so important to have these sort of conversations. Oh, let me go to the chat. Yes, happy new month to everybody. Yes, I want to know if everybody can hear me, if the volume is well. Hey, Pandy, how are you doing? Welcome. Good morning. Happy new month to you. So that's one of the things I feel like is so important to think about. I remember when I was younger, and the only thing that mattered to me was the way that a person looked, and they could be treating me awful, acting awful, and all of those things, and I could ignore all of it. So I want to have these conversations, especially to my young loved ones that have never had the experiences. As an experienced woman who has been through some things, look for more than just how a person looks in friendships or even in business aspects. It has to be more than just words, that they say certain things when things sound good, but they in reality there's nothing good about it. There has to be more than that. Pandy said, yes, audio is great. Good. Glad to hear that. Thank you so much, Pandy. So let's get into this topic right here. So, a person could be beautiful in appearance, but ugly in personality. And how many of us have been through something like that? Or they see somebody or know of somebody, they look good. They look like they could be a potential person in a romantic relationship. They look like they could be good for business because of how they appear, or they could appear to be a good a good person in a friendship, right? They appear to be the right type of person for you, for whatever it is that you're looking for, but don't be fooled just by the looks. There has to be more than the looks. They If they have an ugly personality, and it's very offensive and nauseating to myself. I don't know about you, loved ones, but it's so hard to deal with somebody that they think that their looks can get through them through everything, that they can treat others in a demeaning way. They can treat others like they're nobody. They think that the world revolves around them based on the way that they look, and it doesn't work that way. We can't be fooled into thinking that. And I was fooled for a long time. So I'm sharing my wisdom and my experience from this. Don't just go by how a person looks, go by their personality. Thank you so much, Pandy. I appreciate it. And this is an important thing too. A person could be beautiful but have a nasty attitude. You know that really stank attitude that everybody wants to give the side eye, that nobody wants to be around that person, whether in the workplace, with a friend, a relative. They just don't do the right thing. They just treat people in a bad way. They just, it's one of those attitudes like, I am here, everybody bow to me, like they are some sort of queen or king, and they feel that they can do whatever they want, treat people how they want, and it's supposed to be okay. No, it definitely doesn't work that way. And we have to check people on that. And it could be anybody. It could even be your own children. It could be your significant other. It could be somebody in business that you have to deal with. Nobody wants to deal with somebody with a nasty attitude. Absolutely nobody. We just want to just leave them behind, okay? And I suggest you do the same. So we have to look at more than um, the beauty, you know. We have to look at their attitude as well. So also in thinking about, the looks, a person could be beautiful but have a nasty mindset. They're not trying to make any changes. They're not positive about anything. Actually, they could have the nastiest mindset. They have no focus. They don't want to do anything for themselves. Actually, they may have been a person enabled in their poor behavior into thinking that, I'm look at how I look, so I don't have to do anything. Everybody else do it and I'll just take the credit for it. And they just want to lay back, do nothing, but they want to get all the accolades. They want to get all of everything from everybody else, but they don't put in any work into doing what they need to. So lazy, but also a person who's beautiful or handsome. So it has to be more than that. And I especially have to talk to all of those who are dating or looking for a prospective mate. To If a person has a very nasty mindset, it will also follow in business. Because if a person doesn't know how to talk to you and treat you right, usually their money is funny, things just aren't right. They're probably lazy in business. They're lazy with money. They just spend money. They don't do any savings. So these are the type of individuals that you really have to be careful about, because they just don't think about anybody else. They want what they want. They waste your time, they waste your energy. They only want you to do something for them, and they don't want to do anything for you. Yeah, it's too draining. I've been in I've been in that type of relationship. I've been in those type of friendships. I've been in, that with the workplace, and even with relatives. It's draining for somebody who has a nasty mindset, you know, a nasty attitude. And we have to want better for our self loved ones. I say that to all of you. You don't have to settle in your mindset, people's mindset. If a person can't be positive, if a person is always making excuses but they never make any changes, you don't have to settle for it. So I just wanted to come on here, pop on here quickly, like I always do on the Hey Loves podcast, and share these things. A person could be beautiful on the outside, but they can be ugly on the inside. Let's pay attention to those cues in all aspects, and not just go by how a person looks, but how do they treat others? How do they treat you? What is their attitude? Are they accountable? Are they focused, or do they expect things? Do they think that they're better than others? All of these things make a person beautiful but ugly, because it has to be more than just the appearance. It has to be the personality, it's the attitude, it's the mindset, it's the focus. and how they treat not only others, but also themselves. And I want you all to know that you all deserve better, loved ones. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hey Loves podcast, where I podcast for a short period of time about a very important topic from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And those of you loved ones on the replay, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Do you know someone who has a nasty attitude or they're beautiful on the outside, but a nasty attitude on the outside? Isn't it offensive? And I want you all to know you don't have to deal with it and you don't have to be around them. So much. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Hey Loves podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. And happy December to all you loved ones. And I will see you guys on the next Hey Loves podcast. Bye, everybody.